Hello, welcome back. I just heard a quote from Naval Ravikant. He said about how he was just talking about how important it is to really understand the basics in whatever you're trying to learn. And it kind of stuck with me. I initially thought uh, about fire dynamics, and I couldn't really wrap my mind around. I think he said a good example was if you have somebody's life on the line, uh, or if you're dealing with a lot of money. And so I thought about firefighting. It's like, I'm not going to explain the fire dynamics behind a flashover if there's somebody going in front of me that's going to run in the fire. It's like, that would take way too much time. And honestly, to try to pull out different like numbers and values for, I don't know what the point of ignition is, or different variables that might be in the environment, or how fast the fire spreads through the wood or the plastic or the couch that's in the room. It's pretty irrelevant to the situation. What's important is this place is about to blow. you know um, and so I think it's really important to kind of understand the fundamentals of what you're talking about when you get down to that level of, if you want to go into the physics and thermodynamics and all of it. It's like at some point you have to kind of take a step back and understand that what you're reading about is real, you know, and that the importance of learning it is not really to seem smart or to feel like you're doing something well or you're pushing the boundaries. It's like to actually gain an understanding of it so that, well, in this case, it doesn't kill you or someone you love. And to think about that, it's like it's so much more valuable to, save a life than to look smart. I think that's a little bit of what he was saying in there. So my second thought was, how many times did I see the fire triangle? Sometimes you want to watch a video and it's like you just kind of want them to get into the thousand steps ahead and to throw concepts that you don't understand so you can kind of dive in there and get lost and work. But they always start with, okay, this is the fire triangle. You need heat, you need fuel, you need oxygen. And sometimes it feels silly. Sometimes you just want to close the video and say, okay, this is elementary stuff. But at the end of the day, to really get down with the basics of it and understand, it helps so much. It helps so much. And okay, how do I want to tackle this fire right now? If it's going uphill in wood and you're not someone who does forest firefighting, you know, it could get you in a lot of trouble. I know around here in Quebec, the firefighters lately have had to go and fight forest fires, even the local firefighters, and they've had volunteers, and they've had municipalities, and they've had career firefighters who haven't done that in a long time. But at the end of the day, if they understand the fire triangle, they can get a pretty good concept of why is it that we want to create a line and separate the fuel from the fire. Instead of just putting the wet stuff on the hot stuff, we can take away the fuel, right? And it can go for the same as anybody who's ever used an extinguisher. Some extinguishers, their point is to separate the air from the source, right? Like a carbon dioxide extinguisher. I think when we look at all these different techniques, it's like, sure, we could spend 15, 20 minutes, 30, I don't know, even hours. You could read documents and documents on how a carbon dioxide extinguisher works. You could. Anybody can. You can go Google that if you want. But at the end of the day, do you know how it works? Like, how to use it? And is that more important? Like, I don't know. I guess I initially thought this channel would be to kind of teach stuff to people, and I thought, philosophy is the goal to teach things, but now I kind of realize that what's the point in teaching something you don't even understand yourself, right? So, anyway, moral of the story is, if there's something you want to understand truly and deeply, just go back to the basics, man. Just look at it, right? It'll give, and play with it. If you can touch it, if you can feel it, that's the way we get to understand things. It's like you don't need to think about it for forever. So that's it for today. I hope you guys guys and girls, anybody else, have a beautiful day, and go out there and explore what makes you passionate, and be honest with yourself. Do you really understand what you're going through, what you're listening to, and what you're feeling? Goodbye.